So your English name is Hana?
Hana.
Hana? Okay, Hana. Okay, Hana. You can call her Hana. Yeah, Hana. The title of her presentation is Research of the WHO NIAAA Collaborative Emergency Room Study in South Korea. Okay, would you give her a big hand?
Anyway, good afternoon, my fellow members of Kaya. My name is Hana Lee. I'm Kaya's media department supervisor and obvious researchers. Because you gave me a kind of title. I think my first opportunity to make a presentation in front of a professional group like you. What a privilege to me. Please enjoy your lunch. But lend me your ears only. I know now what the abstracting means. Knowledge exists as abstraction. It must be abstracted from existing facts. So now let's see my PowerPoint. Alcohol is the fifth leading risk factor to the global disease burden and disability, and about half of the global alcohol burden was injuries. A large body of evidence documenting the association between alcohol and injuries, data from Asian countries including South Korea, are sparse. The aim of this study was to investigate the association between episodic heavy past year drinking, problem drinking, symptomatic of alcohol dependence and alcohol-related and international injuries. Yeah, episodic heavy drinking 5 or more in one occasion. One drink, Professor Yun taught me thoroughly the one drink equals 12 grams of pure alcohol. Problem drinking 12 or more in one occasion. But this one is confusing because the problem drinking I don't know, but the hobby already explained about episodic drinking how much and problem drinking how much like that. So don't think about this one. This article here using last pour removes amnesia perform starter, but usually using last pour rapid alcohol problem screen like that. So episode and there are volume of ethanol intake in milliliters computed as percentage pure alcohol, drink size like that, number of drinks consumed for each beverage type. But I didn't understand this one too. So, but you already there are any explain for this? You know already formula about drinking things, but I don't know what kind of things happen here. So it's frankly just explained to you. So it's okay. And then even I don't know how to explain the table, but here I'm just find the 25 through the 44 age group represent the highest number and the percentage of drinking in the past year. And the next one, table 1B, frequent at least monthly, is the table 1A. Yeah, 1A here. I need more prepared. At first glance, comparing Western tendencies with Korean, you will find that individuals who did not complete high school, did you find it, this one? And who are not employed would be the ones to be more inclined to use alcohol. However, here we see that is it those with some college education, you just keep in mind that drinking among college students is high. And those who are employed have higher percentages of alcohol use in the past 12 months. Keep in your mind the culture of having to drink with co-workers and bosses. So different, In America, if there are no work, they just drink more. But in Korea, why don't that kind of situation happen? I don't know. But the more high-level educator drink more, and then with their workers and with their boss. There are after how do you call it? Second time, third time, they drink more drink like that. So the medicine just to find this kind of, idea. I don't know exactly, but this one is this is really interesting, just point. In estimating the odds ratios and then associated 95% confidence intervals between alcohol intake and injuries, multi-variable logistic models were employed to adjust for social demographic characteristics and selected drinking variables. And this table, and when we look at individuals who have had more than 12 drinks in one setting within the last year, almost 40% reported doing so. But we can take a little comfort in the fact that a higher percentage, 45%, stated that they had not done so in the last 12 months. And then table 3 and table just to look at, and then you just find the Sana instead of me. What kind of just more thorough, things. That table, I just find it where.
What a
now,
nice table,
yeah.
so beautiful.
Yes. And number 4, table 4 is like this, but please, if you need a kind of acknowledgement, and you can find it. After you're gonna great rewards. And then table 5 is intentional injury. The hobby already gave you lots of information in hobbies in the PowerPoint. So if you are smart brain, so you already understand. And all analysis were conducted using the SAS 9.2 software. Findings of this study were consistent with prior studies that the risk of alcohol-related or intentional injury was positively associated with the frequency of episodic heavy drinking. And the magnitudes of the associations were larger with frequent consumption of 5 more drinks equal 4.0 approximately. Then with frequent consumption of 12 more drinks, ratio OR is 3.1. Strong associations were also noted between last 4 assessed alcohol dependence and alcohol-related and intentional injuries. Furtherance of intentional injury and its association with alcohol increased sharply once the acute alcohol intake exceeded 90 millimeters. The results were consistent with prior studies that episodic heavy consumption, acute intoxication, and problem drinking are pervasive. Results of the study also lent support for administering a single item screener requiring consumption of 5 more drinks at a sitting in the past 12 months as a triage tour in Korea. So I don't understand this result, but my thought is only I'm presenting this much, but I guess alcohol-related and episodic heavy alcohol injuries are still happening around us. The emergency room only gives us a small part of the picture. As I was preparing for this presentation and became aware of all the facts that I have shared with you, I had many questions. I tried to get access to more latest information from Seoul emergency room. My niece is a record officer, so I requested how many patients recorded about alcohol related to per hour or a day. Simply requesting. But she told me that she could not get any information because of patient's privacy laws.
Confidentiality.
Yeah. While individuals' privacy is important, it seems that their freedom to keep alcohol-related problems private creates problems for the greater society. So it is my hope that as researchers continue to collect data, we will be able to develop tools for prevention of alcoholism and effective intervention for alcoholics. This article was written by Dr. Chun. Are there any questions? He's going to answer you. Successfully going through this, maybe 15 minutes because for your success digest. Are there any questions? No questions? Please, Sona. Yeah. So then I prepared the tea. We have just, spent a little time looking at episodic drinking in Korea, but I want to point out that the issue of alcohol abuse is impacting all levels of our society. I bring the latest, news. That's really hot. From a man whose son had just gotten married on last week, which should be a happy occasion, but this man fought with his wife. Maybe drink after, like that. After drinking, committed suicide. Really. And this is the really miserable things happened because of the alcohol-related problems. So I dealt with this episodic heavy drinking. I know lots of things about kind of problem, injuries, even suicide. And one or other to a spokesperson for President Park, that news, if you are a Korean. Well, I didn't know that even, but yesterday night, my husband just, told about like kind of news, who caused an international sex scandal during an official visit to the U.S. So my burden is that as a researchers, you can make a difference because we have a kind of duty, responsibility for quickly study more and then make the prevention and then intervention like that. So I know just, about the kind of intervention and then kind of lots of vocabulary from here. As a media, the supervisor, because you gave me a kind of title, but I always struggle with, these kind of things, So I respect you. Please, you study more. Give to this kind of government, Bakune is like a female president. And then Bakune did not say anything, a word during 3 days after this, scandal happened. Bakune speech is a really great speech in US because 60 years history in USA and Korean relationship there are. But this kind of scandal making terrible, things happen. So this course will give a good chance for our alcohol program, institute. Maybe Bakune just research kind of Dr. Chun. He's a good solution planner. So how about you also? You are his 20 researchers, I think. So please, I'm praying for that. Thank you for your.
Before you go, just let us know that's table number 3.
Yeah.
I want to.
Thank you for the vaccine and media. They helped me, and the Professor Yoon also gave me a chance to.
The increasing effect.
Yeah, that is the good way to analyze, to display our results.
Maybe they analyze 2 times and put it one.
No, they made 5 and 5. Yeah. So when you make the paper just slow,
After I got that news, I found through your article there are kind of the same question here about sex scandal like that, but the Korean did not, help, about not available in emergency room data. So Korean population as a whole is not clear. So after I just got that news, I read it, so I cannot thoroughly tell to you, but anyway, I'm satisfied with this. Thank you.
So we have a big responsibility, okay? So our job is very, very important, especially in Korea. Yeah. Okay.